So, shalom, shalom. Our praises to the Most High, only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Peace and mercy to the 1/3 and 144. So, you brothers really can't see my face right now because it's pretty dark. Right now, it's like 5 o'clock over here in Phoenix. But I just wanted to do this video real quick, man, because the Lord, He woke me up pretty early this morning, just to start the day off. So I just wanted to talk about a couple things in this video, man, really predicated on this targeting and this gang stalking that we see taking place. Now, like I said, every video is not going to be about this topic because it gets tiresome, it gets worrisome, and it's just, it gets tiresome if you know what I mean. But those of us that were actually going through this, then this is probably for you. You know, you have to hear this because it's not just you that's going through this. It's many people out there that's going through this. You know, yesterday night I was walking through a couple neighborhoods, man, doing the video, and I started noticing that, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that I understand, right, because when I was walking through this neighborhood, right, I seen this guy parked on the side of the road, and I pretty much went up to him because I knew what he was doing, and I pretty much he had his windows down, acting like he was smoking, and you know, all this stupid shit. These people are actors; they're real life actors, man. And so I was like, man, you know, I see right through this shit, man. You know, I was pretty much, I was on his ass, man. I was like, I see right through it, you know. And he tried to act and pretend and all this shit, but it wasn't working. And I was like, man, you guys know you're coming up against the Lord's anointed, right? You know you're coming up against one of the Lord's chosen ones, one of the Lord's prophets. And he was, you know, he was acting stupid. Really got me to the point where I wanted to fucking do something, but with the understanding that I have, I'm like, man, I can't really do nothing, man. I just gotta leave it in the hands of the Lord. And I just left his car. You know, I pretty much exposed his ass for who he really was. And as I was walking, keep in mind, this is like, I don't know, 5 o'clock, 5, 6 in the evening. And then I kept seeing this, I think it was Amazon, or it might have been FedEx or some shit like that. Because all these corporations, all these motherfuckers, they're in on it, man. I think what it is it's like a network of people that communicate, and either they're tracking you by your phone. It has to do with the phone. It has to be, because it can't be with the car. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they have no tracking device in my fucking car, but it has to do with the phone. You know, they can actually track you and all these certain shit, right? So, you know, the FedEx dude, he pulled up to me like he was driving, and it's like, he was a so-called black dude, right? Would consider a Negro. And he started looking at me. I'm like, dude, like, I was pretty much exposing like, this is when I start going on my rants, and I start really just saying whatever the fuck I want to say. I really don't give a shit. So I started exposing him, you know, yelling and shit. And then, you know, he started to be like, oh, you know, the company told us to do this and some shit. And, you know, he exposed himself by saying that, because I was like, man, what the fuck you guys following me around for? He exposed himself by saying that. And then as the conversation kept going, I'm like, man, y'all ain't over your head. You're fighting a losing battle. And as the conversation kept going on, he's like, oh, what are you talking about? You know, I'm just doing my roots. But I'm like, you just exposed yourself in the first 2 sentences by saying your company tells you guys to do this type of shit. So this is what I understand. It's a network of people that they're zombies. They're AI. They're just doing it because they're probably getting paid. These people don't got nothing to lose, man. These people are low-life fucking scumbags, man, that do this shit to either ruin somebody's life, make somebody think they're crazy, or make people around them think that's crazy. Because that's pretty much the reaction that you're gonna get. You know, when you start seeing this stuff, you're probably gonna think you're crazy yourself, or what's the best way I can explain it? You're probably gonna think, you know, oh, what the fuck is going on? You know, or people after me and shit like that. And you know, some people that are not built up in the spirit, or know Christ, you know, know the Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, this will probably drive you crazy. I mean, I've seen different videos out there, different stories, people taking their own life based off this shit. There was actually a good sister. she was doing videos like this. I forgot her name, man. She was an Ebony sister, man. You know, beautiful sister, man. She used to do videos on this type of stuff. And she knew she was a Hebrew. You know, she knew that. But I don't know exactly what happened to her. I never really found out what really happened to her. But this is the type of shit that be going on. You know. And, oh yeah, last night too, right? You know, these apartments that I'm at right now. And this is how I know, even when it comes to this stuff, the police is in on it. You know, these fucking weak ass policemen are in on it. And so I was sitting at this bench, right? And I was sitting there, you know, smoking, you know, just chilling and stuff. And then this cop goes by. You know, he's in his full gear. And then he walks by me. I'm like, dude, fuck you, man. Fuck you. You're fucking gang stalking. You see what I'm saying? And then he looks at me. I'm like, dude, I really know what the fuck you up to. You faggot ass fucking cops, man. And then he just walks away. This is the type of shit. See, this is just letting you brothers know how deep this is, because when we talk about prophecies, right? We know about prophecy. We know the elect is gonna know who they are in this time, but the whole thing about these heathens and these beasts out here, their whole objective is to try to distract you and try to slow down your process and growing. And instead of having you look within, you're looking without, you know. And I really didn't want to even do this video, man, but something was telling me, the Lord's telling me just to fucking do it, because it's going to help somebody out there that may not necessarily know what this is all about or what they might be experiencing, you know. Just to let you know you're not fucking crazy. You're not crazy. But yeah, you know, this is a heavy spiritual war, y'all, and we just gotta hold on tight and just don't let go. You know, I was watching a couple videos, right, just to go into this topic, you know, on YouTube and shit like that. There's a couple of channels out there that be going to this type of stuff, you know, like the hacking and the tracking, and you know, because we're living in a digital age and we know that the earth is flat. So in this 2023, you know, they got all types of technology where they can track you, follow you and shit like that. He makes good videos. I think his name is like Disker some. I'm gonna put his video in the link description if you better want to check out his channel. He makes a lot of, you know, just topics like that. He's not into the Bible. He doesn't do stuff on the Bible, but you know, topics like this type of stuff he's gonna go into, you know. But this is pretty much it right here, man. This is pretty much it. This is what I wanted to talk about. Just to give you brothers a little heads up. I know you can't see my face. It's kind of dark. I know this new phone right here, the camera ain't really that good, so it's all good, man. As long as you can hear what the fuck I'm saying, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. But yeah, let me get the scripture real quick. You can tell I'm not really happy, man. Fuck no, I'm not fucking happy. Let me see here. We'll go to Psalms chapter 84 real quick. Matter of fact, Psalms chapter 83. All right, so this is Psalms chapter 83. It says, a song of Psalm of Asaph. I also want to let you brothers know I watch my videos. Hey, thank you to you brothers that were watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not here for clout, I'm not here for views, I'm not here for anything else. I'm just here to do the work of the Lord and speak the truth, especially when it comes to Israel. And that's really where my heart is at, Israel. I come from a Hebrew perspective. I've been given that double portion to know the Old Testament and the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? I know the laws, and I also know the New Covenant, which the Messiah brought when he came and he died. You know, the Son of the Most High, he brought the New Covenant for Israel and also for the other nations that believe that will be grafted in underneath Israel, because there is an order. But yeah, that's where I come from. You brothers out there continue to endure and keep the faith, man, and continue to push through. It's not getting any fucking easier. It's not getting easier, man. So, you know, a lot of these last few days, the Lord, he has me in the spirit where I'm going out to the wilderness and doing certain things and just, you know, just moving outside of this society norm, because that's how you want to be. You don't want to be conformed to this society, man, because they'll have you in this fucking brain dead fucking type of way of thinking. You want to be moving away from this fucking place as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? If you can get out there, you know, in the wilderness, hey, fucking do it. If you just do certain things that's outside of your box, you know, to make you stronger. Because as this Babylon is failing and getting worse and worse, it's all about the eternal, man. It's not about the external. You know, this place is getting crushed. It's waxing old. It don't got no fucking day. Those that were still plugged into this place, that just means that they're still plugged into the matrix, man. They're Agent Smiths. That's why I don't trust fucking any fucking body out here, man. I really don't. I don't trust a goddamn person. And there's only a few brothers that I be watching. No, not you brothers, man. You brothers that I'm watching, you know who you are. And you brothers stay strong, man. I'm talking about my family, Bethlehem, Ephrata. All right. But everybody else, the things that I've seen, the things that I've experienced in this place has made me in a way where I can't really trust a lot of people. Shit, sometimes I don't fucking trust myself. That's why you always got to go back to the scriptures and see what the scriptures say and align everything up with the scriptures. So this is Psalms chapter 83. I'm just going to read this real quick. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O Most High, and hold not thy peace, and keep not still, O Most High. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." We see that shit happening with all these different nations that were trying to war against the saints of the Most High. This is a high fucking warfare, man. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Israel should no more be in remembrance." This is all predicated upon Israel. Remember these prophecies? Everything, there's no such thing as time. There's no such thing as, we're living in the matrix. So the same thing that was happening back then is the same thing that's happening now, right? So think about it, right? Children of Israel were in the wilderness. You know, Pharaoh, they wanted to get rid of Israel because we kept multiplying. The more burdens they put upon us, the more we kept multiplying, right? You can look at the time of Haman and Esther and Mordecai, right? They wanted to get rid of the Jews, but they couldn't fucking do it. Turned back on their own fucking head. The time of the Maccabees, you know, the temple was polluted and they were trying to get rid of the Jews. Even some of our people sold out. See the same shit happening today with some of these camps. And these leaders that so-called, quote-unquote, on the high seas that really took oaths and made deals with the Herodians and Esau and shit. Same shit happening over again. So, you got those that know prophecy, and they're with the Lord, and you got those that know prophecy, and they're trying to stop the prophecy from coming to pass. But they really can't stop it. That's the pride of these fucking beasts in these nations. They think they can stop it. You know, opening portals, trying to fuck up the time. The scripture said that they're going to try to change times and laws. They know more. They're wiser than Daniel. They're wiser than me. I am the story. You know? So, this is what's going on, man. It's all predicated upon the scriptures. Everything that's made with the movies and with all this shit out here and all this, it's all predicated upon the scriptures, man. Everything has the underlying tone, and it all goes back to the scriptures because they know what's going to happen to their ass, man. Let's keep on going. It says, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." Now, who are these people right here? It says, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon, and Amalek and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. So these are all these nations that were against Israel, man, that were against me, and my power, my God, which is the Most High. I don't call him by no pagan name or putting any pagan images on him. Asher also is Assur also is joined with them, and they have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, which means pause. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, and to Jabin, as the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yet all their princes as Zeba, and as Zemuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them as a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. And let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yeah, let them be put to shame and perish, that man may know that thou, whose name only is, why it says Jehovah right here, are the Most High over the whole earth. I just call him Dad. I think that's how we praise and reverence the God of our fathers. He's outside of this box right here. But yeah, so you see what it says. It says what? All these nations have taken crafty counsel against the Lord's hidden ones, but they're not going to prevail. They're not going to prevail. Let me see if I got one where something else is coming to my mind right here. Because it says what? The saints are going to take the kingdom, man. This is Daniel's. So this is Daniel's chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And it shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people should be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. Right, I'm talking about the elect, the first fruits. Those of us that have received it, and the rest were blinded. How do you know you received it? Because you woke up to everlasting life. You know, you have the Spirit of the Lord in you. You understand that this is a spiritual story. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, and some to everlasting shame, and some to Slakia. Let me slow down. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. All right, here's the point I wanted to get as well. Daniel chapter 7 and verse. So it's talking about the 10 horns, which are the 10 kings. Verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and it shall be given unto his hands until a time, and the times, and the dividing of times. But the judgment shall sit, and it shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy unto the end. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, Slakia, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. And as for me, Daniel, my cogitations must trouble me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart. So what are we doing? We're taking the fucking kingdom. Because why? Because it belongs to us rightfully. It belongs to the saints of the Most High. It belongs to Jacob. You know? And even going even deeper, this is what this is all predicated upon, man. That birthright, you know, with Jacob and Esau. You know, they're still mad that Jacob took the birthright. You know? Sorry, Esau. You sold it for a piece of morsel. Don't know what the fuck to tell you. And pretty much with that, all praises to the Most High, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Salutations to the 1/3 and the 144. Fuck. I'll be back later on. You brothers out there endure and keep the faith. Shalom.